So I think the most important element when it comes to applications and even when it comes to a YouTube video is the idea. If the idea isn't good, you're not going to stay motivated with it, and others are not going to be motivated by it. And so today we are discussing just exactly how you can come up with the right idea that's going to allow you to create applications using my course and using my app templates in the low bar. If you don't know me by now, I am Sean, your host of Note to Self, a show where we use AI in order to expedite the online money making process. In today's video, again, we are discussing how to come up with ideas for developing applications. So, I don't know if you're familiar with the old school movie known as Robots, but there was an individual who many aspired to be in the movie. And he had a slogan, a saying: see a need, feel a need. And that is what I am attempting to do with this channel and what I've been attempting to do with the applications that I showcase to you. So the way that I'm going to attempt to teach you how to come up with ideas is I'm going to be the example. This is Priority Matrix. Priority Matrix is an application I developed to allow me to be a little bit more organized, but more specifically, not only be organized, but actually be able to better prioritize just in general. Um, when we talk about productivity and when we talk about being organized, most people they just organize by creating long lists of things. But these long lists of things don't necessarily tell you what to do or when to do them or how to do them or why to do them. Priority Matrix was created to alleviate this issue. It says AI powered. Does not power it. I don't like to have my applications focus on API calls and things of that nature. I simply like everything to be on the hardware right in your hand. Priority Matrix helps you make better decisions by comparing tasks. Um, you end up learning what your preferences are, and you stay organized because everything is organized for you. You can look at everything in a glance and know what you have to do, at least for today. We have, or within the application, there is a smart comparison tool. There is adaptive scoring. There is a 2x2 matrix view, again, just to provide a better visual for tasks and what you're supposed to be doing. We have a singular entry mode to place tasks in, and a bulk entry mode as well. Multiple sorting options, okay, and offline and private. Like I said, I don't like to do API calls, and I don't want to be beholden to uh, AI in the long run. Okay, so how did I come up with this idea? Well, I came up with this idea because there was a video going around, specifically on Instagram, where a young lady had created her very own version of Priority Matrix, where she had a series of ladders or a series of stairs, and they were boxes actually that she drew, or maybe she had a template with boxes on it, and she specified that these boxes would behave as her task lists. And what she did was using these boxes, she placed the boxes against each other head to head, right? So walking the dog versus changing the oil, or walking the changing the oil versus calling mom. Like, she had all these tasks listed, and then she placed them head to head. And when she placed them head to head, the ones that ruled out, she would have them in their particular orders. From, I guess, the winner went to the top, and then from there it went downward. She worked downward. Um, I I had a totally different idea, like similar, highly similar, but um, I executed it totally differently, and it's partially because of the direction that the AI went. Initially, when I gave the task to I thought that the AI was going to construct exactly what I wanted, exactly what I asked for. Instead, it literally just allowed me to place the tasks on a list, and after it allowed me to place the tasks on a list, it then um, gave me the tasks and asked me to place them head to head, pick which one I like the most, or something like that, right? So as you can see, task A versus task B. Here it had complete project proposal, scheduled team meeting. What's the urgency on it? These were the urgencies on it. These were the scores, but you get to choose, and those scores are going to adjust later on. Like I said previously, there's a task entry mode, there's singular, and there's bulk. All right. And these are all things that I instructed the AI to do. Not only instructing it to do it in the code base, but also in this visual presentation. Okay. If you ever want to learn how to get your AI to be able to behave like this, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. So the scoring engine, this is how the scoring is calculated. This is the code that is within the application, that if you were to purchase this, you can actually manipulate it accordingly. This system ensures that a fair adaptive scoring occurs and improves with every comparison every time that you play this little game. And so then from there are tons of different sorting options. Priority score, deadline, so which is the earliest it can go first. Uh, the way you value it personally can determine whether or not it goes first. How urgent it is can determine how it's supposed to go first. And of course, alphabetically, how it's supposed to go first. So it's each and every aspect that is being presented here. I spoke to the AI to refine it, right? Initially, it didn't give me everything that I wanted, everything that I needed. It was very rudimentary. It was slightly off in certain aspects, but you reiterate information, you reorganize information, you test if certain things work, and then you say, I need XYZ to work. I need it to work right now so I can test it. I need this element to work. I need it to work so I can test it. And then you take, here's the cool thing. If you test it in DeepSeek and you have it in an HTML format, which is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and you compile it in the HTML format, you will be able to test it right there. You will be able to test it right there. And so, since you can test it right there, you'll be able to know if it works, know how it works, um, know why it works, and be assured that it does work because it's rendering that output. To make sure that the AI though and DeepSeek or Claude or ChatGPT are not just messing with you, I would suggest placing it into something like CodePen. And this just being because, like I said, these platforms can make it to where things are behaving the way you want them to, but in actuality, it's fake. It's a facade, but you won't know until you take it outside of their system. So that's why I take it into CodePen. That's why I take it into one compiler or something like that. All right. So this is really the rudimentary way of, how things work, how things are. But that's the reason why I came up with the priority matrix, right? Another application that I developed, let me see if it's here, if I have it here. No, I don't think I have it here. Is my FastTag application. And FastTag, I wanted a one-stop shop for creating posts. I'm still working on it. It's my most ambitious project yet, and sad to say, I let AI break it a little bit. There's some aspects that I need to fix. Um, but and it's not necessarily broken. It's what's the word? It's a little crowded. That's what it is. It's a little crowded, and so I definitely need to mitigate that issue. But that's what I wanted, so that's what I created. Hopefully, people will use it. You know. And so, lastly, um, I got Priority Matrix, Prompt Forge. I came up with Prompt Forge. I don't. Did I make a whole page for Prompt Forge? I need to look at it and see if I made a page for Prompt Forge. I think I did. But let me see. Go. Yep. No, I didn't. I didn't make the whole page for Prompt Forge. So I'm going to make that when I get off of the discussion with you. But ultimately, I came up with the idea for Prompt Forge because I do want to have a database of prompts saved and readily available to allow me to quickly construct the things that I come up with, even though more often than not, I just speak to ChatGPT to get my desired results. And it's been a little bit more, it's been a lot more accurate than when I first started using it. But nonetheless, I say all of this to say that the way to come up with a good idea is to basically just pay attention to the problems that you have and solve your own problems in a digital landscape. The cool thing about doing this is that in the long run, you could potentially utilize your portfolio in two ways. You can either sell the entirety of your portfolio, you can sell access to your portfolio, or you could potentially use it to get jobs. I'm not sure how successful you'll be when it comes to getting a job, but we can all dream, can't we? But thank you for stopping by Note to Self, a show where we use AI tools in order to expedite the online money making process. If somehow, some way you have yet to make money over here, let our catalog of videos inspire you, and hopefully one of them will actually help you.